So this will be kind of a rough intro. I just got out of bed and realized that I don't have an intro to this video. I was about to start editing, and it would have just started with us talking in the studio, which would have been weird. So I've been worried about my vocal path in the studio and just getting it set up correctly and making sure that the sound is the quality that I want out of a home studio. So I asked my good friend Dennis Cupp, who's a producer engineer, to come to the studio and help me get everything set up. And then I brought in my good friend Kevin Cost, who's a fantastic progressive metal singer. I mean, he does other stuff too, but he does that prog rock thing really well. So we got everything set up and just started working through the process, found some Pro Tools problems, of course, that we always do. Got those obstacles averted and started tracking some vocals, not to actually capture a performance, but just as like a sound check, you could call it. But I'm really really excited about the quality of the vocal that we got. We used an AT4050, which is a good Audio-Technica studio mic that I've had for probably 15 years. We ran it through the Apollo. Used an 1176 compressor, software compressor, to just kind of squash it a little bit so it didn't hit Pro Tools too hard, and I think it sounds great. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it for this album, but I think I would like to get a distressor and a germanium mic pre for my signal path. But anyway, I'll keep this short. The video, it's basically just going to be a behind the scenes of what we were working on that night. Dennis teaching us some stuff as a producer engineer, and then probably some of Kevin singing. So hope you dig it. Let me know.
What do you have? You don't have all the effects, do you?
No, that's the only Apollo effect that I own.
Oh, the 1176 is. So you don't have LA2A or the mainly mute or anything? Okay.
And I wish I could get them out of the path so that I didn't have to see all the cool stuff I don't have.
That's how they hook you, dude. You kidding me? That sounds like a fair child. So every time he says it sounds like a blank, it costs me $200-300,
Right?
Because it's just like, dang, gonna have to get it. Dang.
Yeah. Everybody says that Slate distressor sounds like the distressor.
So my favorite plugs, and it's because I've been with them so long, are the UAD stuff. And because I've been building it since my collection since 2001, I've got a lot of them. My second favorite Slate.
So you use compression coming in for vocals typically?
I wouldn't say typically, because I haven't recorded a lot of vocals. And in my limited research, I read that you don't want to stop it from clipping before it hits the converter. And I mean, if you've got a talented singer, maybe you can avoid that. But what little bit I read was just to keep the peaks down before it hits.
Yeah.
All that's going to do is just kind of catch. That's all you're wanting to do. Because again, you can screw it up really well in post.
Right. Yeah, I just
That's
want
usually where I crush stuff.
The idea is to just get the cleanest signal in that I can. That way I can tweak it to my heart's content later. It's on. Yeah, that's wrong.
Flip it over. Move the. There's your pad. Your pad's on, dude.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh,
That's why.
hell.
It's gonna be loud as shit now, guys. So.
You want the low cut on or off?
I always with a vocal, I always low cut because you for vocals you're never going to use that shit that's down there below.
Okay.
Wherever this thing cuts off is probably around 80. Yeah, if you remember the last thing that you and I did together, you said, "Did you recording?" I'm just like, "I'm always recording." Yeah, I'm worse than Big Brother. I am always present.
That's funny.
If it's rolling, I'm rolling.
I need to learn how to
red
do.
light shine, bro.
That's right.
I need to learn how to do playlists on Pro Tools, where one track has multiple takes underneath it, and you can pick which one.
I know that Cubase allows you to do that. I have never chosen to do that. What I do is I like having them separate, and we could talk about. And I assume you want me to kind of give you the philosophy of recording vocals and stuff too, especially with Kevin. Kevin's voice is Kevin's voice, and what I wanted to get out of him was we created, I think, 2 or 3 characters. One of them was a whispery Kevin, so the entire song would be sung with kind of a Don Henley. Another one we called Cowboy, and another one was like Angry. I forget the names we had, but I would say, okay, let's do the pass as Cowboy. and he would either do more twang or he would add some more grit. But the thing was, I don't want you going in and out of personalities. I want to commit a personality, and do 4 or 5 passes, and then I can come back and edit. That way, if I want that verse to be soft, I've got the whispery track, and then the next thing I can have him go loud. And then with good, clever editing, you can put it together and it sounds like it's one pass. So, but it's always helpful, especially when you're working with a singer, to give them the concept that they can hold on to. Like, you're going to be, if they're a big Eagles fan, say, right now we're going Glenn Frey, okay? We're going for that. Now we're going Don Henley. Give me that gravel in your voice.
Yeah.
So you look for these concepts, and then we talk about the lyrics. You know, what are we singing about here? Are we singing about how you love your girlfriend? Are we singing about burying a dead friend? What exactly are we talking about here? And you better convince me that that's what you're singing about.
Yeah.
So all of that's built into that. I don't necessarily lay it all out with the vocalist.
Right.
It's just things that I've kind of developed over the years. But I'll be like, okay, so what do these lyrics mean to you? What are we singing about? I mean, if it was Bret Michaels and it's nothing but a good time, I'm just going to say we're going to pop open a beer, light a joint, and sing about a party we just came from, right? That's the extent of that song. But if it's a song about your dead dad and the funeral and all that kind of stuff, we've got to tap into that emotion. And we're looking for the voice and the feel.
You need your glasses?
Fuck you. Are you recording?
No.
I was going to say, because
Yeah, I am.
this suddenly got an R rating, didn't it?
Okay, so one more thing I forgot to tell you. This is just demo guitars, demo bass. The drums are cut but not mixed. So the song's not actually finished. I know I shouldn't be giving you all these caveats, but just so you know, like there's a the guitar tones are horrible there, and I'm going to fix all that. So I just didn't want anybody thinking like this is the finished product. So just take it with a grain of salt, give it a listen, let us know what you think. Thanks. Bye. So all the way through?
Yep, from the top.
Why not? Let's do it.
I've been strong for so long, trying to hold it together. Won't you help me? I'm giving you the reins. Steer me the right way before I derail. Save me. I'm coming apart at the seams. It's the part that I endure. You stood by my side and you realized that I'm so far gone. I'm under pressure. What will I become? I hold it together as I come undone. Awakened by the sound of hammering heartbeats I feel when I miss you. I'm looking all around. Why did you leave me alone when I'm falling down? I stand on my own all alone without you there. I'm losing my mind, take a day at a time, and I can't hold on. I'm under pressure.